So our final guest is a children's author, and her name is Lisa Gilliard. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. And Lisa was at the National Black Book Festival with her book this year. And I'm not sure if I don't think we posted her pictures yet. Let me look. I have a chart of all the authors who came and if we posted their books and when we posted them. No, we haven't posted her photos yet. So we have 500 photos we were going through, and so we're posting a few per day. But Lisa, welcome to Black Authors Matter TV.
Well, hello there. Happy Tuesday.
Yeah, same to you.
Happy Tuesday to you. Or as somebody put into the chat earlier, happy Taco Tuesday.
Oh, I love that.
Now, why is it Taco Tuesday? Where's the Taco Tuesday? Where does that come from?
Well, there's Taco Tuesday. Normally Tuesdays are called Taco Tuesday, but since this is a talk show, she said happy Taco Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Well, I live in Houston. We got tacos going on all day long, every day. So I don't know. We got lots of Mexican food everywhere. On every corner, there's a food truck or something that sells Mexican food, Tex-Mex food, or some variation everywhere. So it's
well, Miss Lisa, welcome to the show. It's good to have you. We appreciate you joining us tonight.
Yeah. Now, Rhonda, did you meet Lisa at the festival?
Did we meet?
I don't remember.
I don't either. I was in the back. I was the one who was doing the drawing and I was doing all the interviews, but I don't know if you and I had a chance to chat.
I don't think we ever had a chance to chat, but I recognize your face. I think so. Honestly, I don't know if I talked to either of you.
I don't think so.
We get there and we get busy. Sometimes I hardly see Gwen myself.
This is true. We don't even see each other. I mean, I saw that the first time I saw you was Thursday night. Now, I think, Lisa, did you come Thursday night?
No.
Did you come to the reception?
No.
But
it's okay.
There were lots of pictures that we have of. So when I get to post them, there were some good pictures of you.
Well, thank you.
From the event. The photographer did a really good job of just getting everybody in, and the quality of the pictures is just amazing. It's just
good. I think I looked him up on Facebook and started following him because when he was around with the camera, I seemed to be ready. I'm always waiting for a photo op.
Okay. Well, he captured everybody. Did a great job. And there's a lot of pictures of you, Rhonda. I haven't had a chance to post most of them yet. So
I saw a couple of the pictures. I was in the pictures that you posted of Kwame.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna be posting pictures for at least a month. But Lisa, tell us about your book. And you talk about kindness, confetti. That's the title. And is this your first book?
It is. It is my very first book. It's a children's book.
Congratulations.
And it just talks about how basically you just need to throw kindness around like it's confetti. And I don't know if you remember with my table setup that I tend to put confetti on my table and on the floor around the table and things, and so that the confetti will spread, and just like how kindness needs to spread. And I was at a pop-up, I think it was in October, maybe the first part of October, before I came there, and I had confetti I was in a hallway of a church life center, and in the hallway that led into the area of where the actual event was going to take place and where all the guests and stuff were at, there was confetti all the way in there. And so I just kind of laughed to myself and I was like, kindness is all the way in here too, So it literally spread. And so I'm just a huge advocate for people being kind to each other. And particularly, I feel like it starts with kids when they're young, so that it will stay ingrained in them that you need to be kind. So anyway, my book, Kindness Confetti, is pretty much geared towards teaching children how to be good humans, how to build and sustain healthy friendships, with other people, and just how to be an overall good human.
Yeah, I
Right.
love
Now,
that.
do you have a background as an educator or
I
what?
do.
Okay.
Okay, you sound like an educator.
You do.
Thank you. I do. This is my 19th year of being an educator. 18 of those years have been at the elementary level, and this is my first year being at a middle school level. And so just a lot of the things that I've dealt with at the elementary age and stuff, with being in the classroom and being an administrator and stuff, it's mostly kids just being mean to each other and just trying to get them to reel it in and understand just conflict resolution and understanding that people are different, and it's okay to be different, and you don't need to tease them and pick at them or whatever because they are different. It's okay that they want to be unique. So I talk about that a good bit throughout my book.
Okay. Now, there's a saying that hurt people hurt people.
Absolutely.
And if children aren't being kind, do you attribute that to uh, their experience at home or in their neighborhood?
Absolutely. I think a lot of it comes from what they see every day. And for the amount of time that they're with me, the 6 or 7 hours that they spend with me, I want them to be able to see something different. I want them to be able to leave that life at home if it's a bad life or what. I want them to be able to leave that life at home and come into a world where they can experience someone who appreciates them, helps them to feel like they matter. And just by being kind to them, then they start to understand it. Oh, okay, then. Well, I guess if I'm kind to other people, hey, this can work for me too.
So is this something that was this idea? I mean, was it born from your experiences with the kids? Did you see like differences in the kids who came happy and the ones who were upset? How did that idea come about?
Absolutely. I've been wanting to write a book for years, and I just never knew what I wanted to write a book about. And so when I really sat down and thought about it, I was like, well, you know what? What if I write something, that helps children with conflict resolution, because I mean, after like I said, 18 years at the elementary level and just thinking back through day-to-day situations that I encountered, and things that it was all because somebody didn't know how to handle something. They didn't know how to handle themselves. Therefore, they didn't know how to respond to the way the other person reacted. And so they only reacted to them because of the only way that they knew how. And a lot of it's because of what they've seen at home or what they've seen, just from other family members and on some of the TV shows that they may have been watching, and things like that's how that particular character or person responded to something. And so they feel like that's the only way that they can respond is by being mean back to the person.
And sometimes it's have you noticed that's kind of environment driven, where you feel like you have to always be aggressive, you always have to be tough. If you're smiling too much, you may get taken advantage of. If you smile too much, they're going to think you're weak.
Absolutely.
And that thought, that line of thinking starts at a very young age often.
It does. And I see a lot of that with the students that I have now at the middle school level. And I feel like I see it more at middle school than I did at elementary age. And my only guess with that is because they're getting a little older and they're coming into themselves, they're getting more mature, and they're starting to be able to identify with what is right and what is wrong. And so one thing that really sticks out to me, two things really that stick out to me with the middle school age children that I have in my school is drama between somebody said this, he said that,
Right.
and so I'm come from the background of, did you hear it with your own ears? Did you hear
Yes.
this person say that? Well, no. Well, the person that told you this, can you trust what they say? Well, they're my
Mhm.
friend. They're always gonna say the right thing to me. They're trying to protect me and stuff. You know what? That friend may be trying to protect you and trying to help you, but at the same time, they're not mature enough to understand that you don't need to know everything. That I can shut this down for you
Right,
right
right.
now and stuff. And so that's what I try to do on a daily basis at our school. And even with my other administrators, we are all on the same team where it's like, shut it down,
Mhm.
be that person to say, no, that's not true. Or even if it is true, to say, well, you really shouldn't be talking about that, to the person. And so I've noticed more with dealing with middle school age children and with working alongside our school counselors and stuff, is that one thing that we say more and more at the end of every conversation is, don't talk about this outside of this room. What
Mm,
stays in here, what happened in here stays in here.
right.
Because you go outside that door and start talking about, oh, well, they were asking me this and this and this, and then they were questioning me about so and so and so. No, we're done. We're trying to complete an investigation, and I don't need you to go out there with fire, out there being a fire starter, and we're coming behind you with buckets of water trying to put it out. It's like, no,
Mhm.
let's just shut it down as quick as we possibly can. So the other thing that I also see with our middle school kids, that a lot of the times it stems from something of where somebody said this or he said that or whatever, are children who are contemplating self-harm, and children
Mm.
who have even tried it, they've attempted it, and things, because they feel like, well, you know what, if that person is saying those mean things about me, maybe it is true, and I can just take care of this, and just, if I'm not there, they can't hurt me, and I often think of way back, like in preschool and kindergarten age, that there was a little saying, I don't even know if it was like a fairy tale or what it was or what it went with, but it was something like, sticks and stones can break my
Yes,
bones, words
yes.
will never hurt me, and things. And I'm like, now as an adult, I'm like, oh no, that is so messed up, because yes, sticks and stones can hurt you, but sometimes those
Yeah,
words
words can hurt. And
worse.
words will I have a book called Some
Exactly.
Wounds Never Heal, and words can cause wounds that
Yeah,
never heal.
that never heal. Words can harm you more than just the sticks and stones, which also reminded me of what Miss Robert Richardson, excuse me, was saying about hurt people hurt others and stuff, So yeah, it is like, well, you know what? Somebody did this to me. I'm just gonna do it back to you, because that's the only way I know how to cope with this and things. And so in reality, it's like screaming out saying, I really do need help with knowing how to cope with this so I can stop being so mean and ugly to people. And so, but yeah, that's that.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you is bringing emotions to the court, and I can believe it does, because when you're dealing with children,
Yes,
you want them to be happy, and you want them to have hope, to
exactly.
be, positive and be
Yes.
hopeful. And they're gonna have down days, because we all do have that. But now with social media, the some of the negativity is multiplied so much,
Oh my
where we
goodness.
didn't have that. Everything was just whatever it was in the neighborhood or the school, it ended there. And
Mm,
But now things can go, viral and worldwide, and it's just too much for a child to handle.
Absolutely, absolutely. We experience that as well a lot with our with our middle schoolers, way more, I feel way more than I did with elementary, where once it's out there on social media, it's out there, and you can't get that back. And a lot of it is when I was growing up, we used to call it trash talking,
Yeah.
and stuff with somebody. And now I don't know what has happened with the generations, that we have, the generation we have now, where the trash talking is like they're so
It's
It
getting worse and
escalates.
worse.
It
yes,
escalates too.
yes, and
Mhm.
children are super sensitive to that. And where even I'll share this one recently for Veterans Day. We had a video that was running where students, relatives, who had served in the military, they had submitted pictures of them, and we had it on a slideshow and was presenting it to the entire student body. And so someone giggled at the way someone's family member looked in a picture, and
Wow.
it just the child was just ripped out of the frame, because
Mhm.
someone had giggled at it, and stuff. And that took a lot of talking to and just to both of those children, and then just addressing it as a whole with the entire student body, that look, this is wrong,
Right.
you have some comments that you have, or some feelings that you have, don't put that out there in the atmosphere. You need to come and talk to someone about that,
Mhm.
that and things, instead of just trying to put someone else down. So I have zero tolerance for
Yeah,
things like
you just never know what somebody's going through, and you never know what's going to trigger
yes.
someone else.
Right.
Yes, 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 yes. We of course recently celebrated World Day of Kindness last week. And so I challenged my students to do 2 random acts of kindness on that day. And I said, for some of you, this is really not going to be a challenge, and so for some of you others, it's really gonna tear you guys apart, with trying to find something nice to do. And so one of the things that all of our kids were doing was, for that day, I was like, y'all, it was a project they were working on. And so I was like, that's your one act of kindness right there, if you choose to participate in that project, so now I'm only asking you to do one more thing. It really shouldn't be that hard, and stuff. So I was like, it could just be something as simple as passing someone in the hallway and saying good morning, to let that person know, hey, I see you, and things. Because again, like you were saying, Dr. Richardson, that you never know, I'm sorry, Dr. Lawson, that you never know how someone is feeling or what they're going through, at
Mhm.
the moment and
Mhm.
stuff, and just passing you in the hallway and you saying good morning and smiling, it's like, whew,
Yeah.
okay, I'm in a good place, someone cares about me. I can stop thinking about what is draining me for at least, a half a second,
Right.
and just, yeah.
A quick story, and this is why I take this to heart. When I was in the army, I had a
Mhm.
pen pal. I didn't know this guy at all. And there was no romance or anything. Just we used to just message each other back
Yeah.
and forth, and I would give him encouragement. And I have no idea what I said to this man. To this day, I have no idea what I said to him. But one day he emailed me and said he just wanted to thank me for what it was I said to him. He said that did so much. I was depressed and I was thinking about suicide. And I just want to thank you for what you said. And I'm like, I have no idea what I said to him,
Yeah.
but I just thank God that I said it, you know?
Yes. Yeah.
So sometimes those kind, encouraging words can go
Yeah.
a long way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Being at the right place at the right time and saying the right thing. Just, yeah. And
Mhm.
the another thing that, like, me and my fellow administrators have realized, that it's all about relationship building,
Yeah.
and that children truly can tell when you care about them. And we have some children in our school where, like, our grade levels are split up, but there's some, who may prefer to come and talk to me than their grade level administrator because they have built a relationship with me, and vice versa. I may have some kids who would prefer to go to another administrator because of the relationship that they've built. And so it makes us all, those three of us, and it just makes us all feel so good that even though they were our student on our grade level, but they felt comfortable talking to somebody, you know, and we're just so grateful for that more than anything than, you know, forget who you really were supposed to talk to. I'm just glad you got to somebody. And so, yeah, it can be, it's interesting. So, but my book, Kindness Confetti, it just talks about, you know, like I say, some timeless soft skills that are all throughout the book. There are different sections in here.
Can you show us the cover? I don't know if you did.
Sure
Yeah, she did. She showed the
Oh, okay. I
cover.
might have missed. There it is. Yeah, I
So
remember.
is the young lady on the front, is that the main character, or is it character driven, or what?
Well, there's several characters in this particular one, but my next book coming up, preferably it'll be ready in spring of 2024. It's there's five, excuse me, different sections in here, where the first one is about how hard work pays off. And then the next section is about being respectful, encouraging others, don't argue. We have a lot of parents that love that section about don't argue, and being a good friend. So my next books that come out will be associated with all of the different parts that are in here. Like my next one will focus on how hard work pays off, and it will be a full-fledged story, you know, that has the characters and things of that nature. Now, this little friend right here, now that is Casey, and she's going to be in all of the books. So she'll be the main character of all the books, and then she will have friends that come along to join her. One of the things that I really wanted to be intentional about with this book was that my characters were all inclusive. My illustrator is phenomenal. Carly Kennedy, she's a sophomore at Clemson University. And so she is very much into art. And so I talked about how I wanted the characters to look in the book and stuff. And I thought that was going to be one of my hardest things to do, but it just turned out to be so easy, you know, to talk to her, you know, and things where I could say, I want a Middle Eastern boy about the age of 10, you know, that has a hearing device, you know, or I want to see a Latino girl, you know, playing soccer. I want the coach on the soccer team to be a Black male. I want my police officer to be a Black female talking to a Black male, and even just talking about the different shades, you know, of colors and stuff, where I didn't want every character, I didn't want all of my Latino characters to be of a darker race. I wanted them to be of various tones of brown, and my Black characters and stuff, I wanted them to be different shades of brown. My white characters, I didn't want them to be pale white. I wanted some that have an olive complexion, some that, you know, are a little lighter than that and stuff. And so I feel like throughout the book with the illustrations that Carly did an amazing job with capturing all of that, you know, to make everyone all inclusive. I think if there's a child in here on crutches, there's a child in a wheelchair, you know, and things, and students that are of different races, you know.
Everybody feels included.
Everybody is included. So yeah, yep.
Now there's a saying about, you know, an old saying that don't take my kindness for weakness. And some people may perceive kindness as a weak point, a person that can be taken advantage of or bullied even. So what are your thoughts on that? How do you balance it? Teaching kindness without the children being vulnerable to being picked on.
Right. Well, I tend to use myself as an example, whereas I feel like I'm a very kind person. I am happy. I have I have a very strong faith. I believe that Jesus is, you know, ordering my steps and guiding me in everything that I do. And so sometimes I run into people who feel like, okay, is she faking it or what? You know, because like, he's always
They're not
happy.
used to people being happy. If you're happy,
Exactly.
you're up to something.
Exactly. You know, I got to be up to something. I mean, like my whole backstory is enough to make you wonder, you know, how can she be that happy and things, you know, but I just believe that my faith and my belief, you know, is just that, you know, if I truly have Jesus at the center of my life, you know, and I am his, he has chosen me, then I believe that he is going to handle every single thing that I deal with. So he's going to handle the haters. He's going to handle those who think that I am faking, or he's going to handle those who think that I'm just entirely too nice. But at the same time, I feel like I'm teaching them something, you know, that you don't have to walk around here being all sad and down and out and all of that stuff. You know, there is joy, there is light out there, you know, just get out and look for it, embrace it, you know, that kindness is the way to go. You can get a lot further down the road by being kind than being rude and hateful and nasty to people. So yeah, that's just my philosophy on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people, um, ad- they're able to, they adopt the ability to de-escalate situations, but some people just automatically escalate a situation. You know,
Exactly.
Yeah,
and you have to figure out how to balance those in life, in business, in the
Yeah.
workplace, in
Yeah.
school, because some people are looking for an opportunity to make you, they're trying to egg you on, so to speak, or
Absolutely.
yeah,
they're trying to get loud to prove something to
yeah.
themselves or other people. Uh,
Exactly.
so it,
I,
it
I'm
happens.
on, I'm on team de-escalate. So
Yeah,
yeah.
me too. And,
Escalate.
and I'm on a team, and sometimes I encounter this at the festival where somebody will feel like they have a problem. And instead of discussing it like an adult, they'll they'll try to argue or berate. And I just cut it off because
Yeah,
I'm not going to go back and forth with you.
Right.
exactly. I'm
That's
not
not
coming to
going to
your
happen.
level.
But that, I think that goes back to what we were talking about earlier in the interview, where we said that sometimes people feel that when you smile or when you're always happy, that's a sign of weakness.
Weakness.
So they
Yeah.
need to come in strong so you can take them seriously and know that they mean business. And they
Mm.
don't always realize that that can make the person not want to help you because you're coming in strong. It's not going to
Right. It has the
intimidate them.
opposite
It's just
effect.
gonna make them mad. Yeah.
It has the
Exactly.
opposite effect.
Exactly. So
So,
yeah.
Lisa,
Yes.
we're at the end of our time. Can
Okay.
you let people know, show your book again, give the title, and let them know how they can get their own copy of Kindness Confetti?
This is Kindness Confetti, written by moi. And it's been illustrated by my absolute favorite illustrator, Miss Carly Kennedy. You can get this on my website, and it is called Smile with Me 2023.com. Smile with Me 2023.com. The 2023 is very important for the website, simply because that's when Kindness Confetti was birthed in 2023. So that's where you can find it. They're $10. There's a small shipping and handling fee on there, but if you want it autographed, you know, or something like that, you know, just put that in the notes section on the ordering link and stuff, and I can get that to you. My staff is on the site all the time checking for orders and things. It's connected to my watch, so I even get I'll get a message that someone has placed an order, and before I can usually even get home to even figure out who it is that's placed this order. One of my staff is already taking care of it,
That's
unless it was
wonderful.
something to be signed, say, oh, I left this one out, for you to sign it, just slide an envelope and drop it off in a mailbox and we'll be good to go. Okay, I can do that. So it's great. It's great. I think you would enjoy reading Kindness Confetti. There's reflection questions at the end of each section also that helps you to just kind of apply it to yourself and help you to walk out your daily life, of how you can apply that situation to you and be kind to someone else.
Wonderful.
Okay, well, Lisa, we are at the end of our show, and thank you so much for being a guest, and congratulations on your first book. And it was great having you attend the National Black Book Festival. Be on the lookout for your photos to be posted soon.
Yay, will do then. I have thoroughly enjoyed myself. It's been my pleasure to be on with you guys tonight.
Well, we
Okay,
enjoyed talking with you. You have a great evening and best wishes in all you do.
Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving to both of you.
And the same
same
to
to
you.
you.
All right, thanks.